Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. Today we have a very awesome tarot reading, and I hope you guys are all well. And we start with morality, yeah. And this is supposed to be the Queen of Swords, and she kind of looks like she kind of backed herself into a corner here, or she's unhappy. But this card talks about somebody who makes a good judgment or poor judgment, morality. She looks unhappy, so it looks like she's made a lot of poor judgment. In this deck, that's the Queen of Swords. And, but, you know, this talks about awareness, morality. It talks about once you are aware, like, you've raised your consciousness, you've gone through an awakening, like you trusting your intuition and in your higher self, right? So when you're there, you always make good decisions and good choices. But morality talks about kind of the opposite of that, or not the opposite, is somebody who, this is just about somebody who has done that. And I feel like what they realize that without this awareness, we can make bad decisions, poor decisions. But once you are aware, you only make good ones. Yeah. Made with good moral judgment. And somebody here has like awakened on some level, because we have turning in, and this is like the Four of Cups. But this card is she's meditating, and all these voices are kind of, they're trying to tell her mean things and scare her, and she's like, no, I'm you know, I'm with my soul, like I'm grounded. I've been meditating, like that. Like I went through an awakening, and I'm at peace with myself, and nothing on the outside can bother me because of this intuitive awareness. Yeah. And so somebody here has gone through an awakening, because here's the Master in the middle. So we know what the Master, right? This is self-mastery, and he is a sage or a guru. Yeah, he is. And so somebody has gone through this here, and they know with this morality card that before they had their before they had their spiritual awareness, they knew that they were making lousy choices and poor decisions, right? Because these kind of decisions you make when you are not awakened or you are not aware, you might do it out of a discipline. Okay, well, I got to do this because I'm on this kind of program, right, where I'm not supposed to maybe drink, or I'm not supposed to do this. But and so you can get off that wagon, right? But with awareness, you never do. No. So this is very cool. It's very interesting. So let's see what else we have. That's enough of that one. Let's see what else we have, Sagittarius, for you guys. And today we are using the Housewife's deck, and you don't have to be a housewife, you don't have to be married, you don't have to clean the house. No, you don't. No. So let's see what we got here. And yeah, see what else we have in this reading. Let's go ahead and use some of these cards for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and anybody else who resonates, because this reading is for the collective. And we'll take a couple. The Phoenix, Self-Indulgence, and we'll take this one, the Butterfly. Okay, so we have the Phoenix is a new phase, a rekindling, renewing, transforming, growth, and changed mind. Yeah, see, I said somebody has grown here, right? And these are kind of cards from the Zen, which is your higher self. And these cards over here are those little drama cards. So, but they point, you know, they describe. So, interesting how we have that, because this is, you know, confirming what went on over here. And focus on yourself, self-indulgence, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Somebody has really gone within rather, because that's what she's doing, turning in. And we have the Butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase. Healing the inner child. Somebody could have suffered in this reading, like, or they could have had like childhood wounds, right? You know, could have been suffering from a long, long time ago. Doesn't have to be now. Let's see what else we have for Sagittarius. And we have the Elephant. And this is a journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Yeah, somebody's on a journey here. We know that. They're on their spiritual journey. They are. We have target, a goal-oriented person. Okay, somebody has a goal here. That goal is to renew or transform a relationship, and they have transformed themselves. And then we have the mule. Somebody is extremely unwilling to change. But that is not the person who is the master and then is turning in. That's not that person, right? So this is, maybe there's a third party here, and this is somebody, though. It sure is. Let's see what we got with the Housewife's deck. The bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords, and she's saying goodbye. There she is, and she is, I'm sorry, you guys. She's carrying her bag, waving goodbye, and at first she was thinking, do I want to stay here? You can see her three faces, the past, the present, and the future. And the face in the past is like, oh, I don't feel like I want to stay here anymore, right? The face in the middle is like, oh, that might be a good idea to leave. And the face over here is like, wow, I'm leaving. And here she is waving goodbye. The Six of Swords is the transition. It's the beginning of change. It's the beginning of leaving something behind and moving towards something that is like happier or more desired. Yeah, the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and this is planning. Somebody wrote on this card, how dare they, right? And we have the Magician. Wow, here he is, and he doesn't look too much like a magician. He's kind of a funny salesman here. He looks kind of like Pee Wee Herman, if you guys know who that is. Six of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Cups here. Very cool. That's the same child, it is. And we have the Ten of Swords, the Strength card, the Chariot, the Tower, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so we saw the Queen of Swords over here, which was the morality card. And the Queen of Swords is about morality, right? She's always questioning if somebody is doing the right thing, basically, or hey, what's really going on over there, right? That's the Queen of Swords. And so here we have the Strength card, the Chariot, the Tower, the Magician. Wow. And we have an ace, and we also have the Queen of Pentacles here. So this is a very cool reading. The Nine of Wands is the overall energy, Sagittarius. And if you would like your own psychic reading, you may always get one. They're accurate. I'm a Silva grad. Yeah, they're lots of fun. We do them on the phone. And yes, and we can do them on a video call as well. Let's have a look here about you or somebody that you're dealing with is fine, right? Maybe you don't know them. Maybe you don't trust them or whatever. You might just have, it could be anybody though. It could be a friend, it could be, lover, spouse even. But yeah, really good at that for sure. And then we usually do a tarot spread at the end, or you can just have, you can order those separate if you would like, right? I feel like the best one is always the combo. So the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior in the traditional deck. Instead, this is a pretty housewife, right? And so she has climbed to the top of her ladder. She's carrying a bucket. And she's dressed really nice and, obstacles overcome. So she cleaned, she did all this cleaning. It's just that, kind of what they're showing in this deck. It's got its own style for sure. Imminent success. And imminent success, it doesn't mean inevitable that, it could be next year or, it means very soon, imminent, yes. And so you're almost there. You mop the floor with the competition and now your goal is within sight. So it's possible that you have mopped the floor with the competition, right? Sagittarius, in other words, you are the one that somebody maybe wants to rekindle something with. That looks like a rekindling in this reading, like a rebirth. We have the Phoenix. And and so obstacles are overcome. And the Nine of Wands confirms your imminent success. The dirty water in the bucket suggests you've overcome many obstacles and you have only to continue on your current course to complete the project at hand. So the project at hand is this rekindling. It is. And to evolve our relationship to the next phase. There could be a healing. Somebody could have had childhood wounds here. They could have, and honestly, like I would say probably 75% of all people have childhood wounds. That could be a low number too. It could be. Right? No judgment, but it's definitely not because it wasn't our fault, right? No, if we were kids for sure. Now, the crossing energy here is the Ace of Pentacles. This is planning. And and this is in the challenge. So somebody either had to work on themselves and do the shadow work. That's what this morality card, the Master and turning in, is about. It's about somebody did the shadow work. The challenge for them is to have a new beginning. This could definitely be a reading about somebody who's like sorry for what they've done, possibly, or maybe sorry for possibly like just being so immature. And yeah, it possibly, definitely. And here we have the magician over here. And the magician is about why it's all happening here. This is the root. So the magician is somebody who can, like, they promise to fix all your problems. It's really somebody who, he's not really a trickster. He's more of a, he's trying to sell this here. And in those days, a dryer was a big deal. I feel like this is supposed to be a dryer. Now, this is about somebody who thinks that, who wants to be like the best, because he's saying this is the best. Yeah, this is the best. And this is going to, you don't have to fold your clothes hardly. They're not going to be wrinkled. And this is back in the late 50s, I believe, or maybe early 60s with this car. Yeah. And so maybe even kind of just early 60s. But the point about it, it's kind of a mix here. The point about it is that somebody here is thinking that they're going to make everything right, or they're going to like make everything happen for you. Maybe you really wanted this, Sagittarius. And it looks like the magician's kind of like coming in like the savior, or the rescuer, or Prince Charming. That's it. Right? He's got to get rid of this jacket. He's not going to be anybody's Prince Charming. The Six of Pentacles sits in the past, and this is sharing. And we know that to be sharing, right? And that's what he's doing. Somebody really wants to share with you, or they feel like they did share with you in the past. Now remember, Sagittarius, this could be you. Let's get another card. And we have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is somebody who realized here that you are their wish. And here they are, the husband and wife, opening their Christmas presents, and he gave her, right, they're in their robes, it's Christmas morning, and here, honey, here's your present. I mean, this is beautiful, right? I feel like it totally is. And and she's happy, and she goes, oh, thank you, honey, and she's going to open it now. But this is somebody who knows that you are their wish, right? Yeah, and they want to share with you. It's possible that this is sitting here because in the past, because they realized this, right? They realized that you were their wish, and that what you shared was so great. Yeah, that's what this reading is about. It definitely is. And the goal here is for somebody to either get married or be engaged, or just have this beautiful kind of monogamous, great relationship. That's what the goal is in this reading. And the mindset is I want to water my love with Sagittarius. One second, you guys. So yeah, that's what's on this person's mind. And we see the little boy, and there's 3 flowers here. He's about 6. He's the little boy that's on most of these. But here he is, and he's watering these flowers. And they are, in the carpet here, right? Kind of. And there's hearts at the bottom. That is the root, a heart. And this is his 2 grandpas, and that's his grandmother. So this is about, the Page of Cups is about, I want to be very good. I want to water this. I want to give to this. The Ten of Swords is in the near future. So the Ten of Swords here is a terrible ending. Yeah, it is. It's we're going to look at that in a second. But, we had somebody will not change over here. And that cannot be. There's 3 people in this reading. I'm pretty sure. There's somebody who wants a new beginning with you, or you want a new beginning with them. The person who wants the reading is probably the new beginning. Could be you and them both, Sagittarius. Then, one of those people is somebody who has already changed, because the Master is here with morality. So they've grown, and the shadow work is here too. And so this mule, somebody is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Maybe that's your person in the past, or one of you guys in the past. Or that's a third party. Either one. Yeah, for sure. Let's look at the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords in the near future can talk about something ends. It looks to me like somebody grew and then they totally changed. Like, I'm not in love with the person I'm with and I need to go back to Sagittarius. That's the reading I'm getting here. Let's look at this Ten of Swords. And ruin, disaster, great misfortune. Things can't get any worse, and you just about reach the end of your tether. Mercy, what a mess. Like the Death card, the Ten of Swords may seem dark and twisted, but it's actually about realizing that it may be better to throw something away and start over. You've got nowhere to go but up. Put your sewing needles back in their cushion, but give it another shot. Maybe this time try a sewing machine. Yeah, they're just being funny here. They really are. But there's an ending here happening in the near future. And here we have the Strength card. This could be going on now because time is fluid, right? Time is not linear like, like we've been taught. No, it's not. And here's the Strength card. And this is the Scrubbo soap pads. So these are those old, the ones, they still sell them in the store. They start with a B because I don't know if I want to be bringing up brands over here. They start with a B and they end in an O, right? And so these are steel wool pads, and and so this is strength. So these are supposed to, make the pot shine really, really well. But this is like strength. They're saying these are strong. This is the Strength card. It's about courage. It's about mastery. That's what it's about, and that is the concern here. So this person could think with this shadow work going on, Sagittarius, that you're not going to have the courage to deal with them. You might be like, well, I've already dealt with you a few times, and you know what, I gave you a couple chances. It looks like there was a couple chances in this reading. Or somebody blew something really great, either one, right? And the Chariot sits in the environment. The Chariot is these two housewives that are like neighbors or friends, and they take their green station wagon out. Yeah, one of them has one, and so they go to the store together, and they bought these canned foods, and one says tarot, one says risk, gain, and choice. So the Chariot is about making a choice. It's about taking a risk for gain. And that's what somebody has done here. Yeah, the Tower is the hopes. The Tower is I need a whole new life. I need a whole new Jello mold. The Tower is when whatever you thought was kind of molding your life, or what your life was kind of formed on or shaped on, it's all been destroyed. And she's happy though because she has a new Jello mold here. I said I wasn't going to say brands, but she's got a new, well, yeah, I don't think it's always a brand, but here she's got this. And this is about remaking it. This is like throw out the baby with the bathwater and do it all over again. And that's what somebody wants here. Yeah, and the Queen of Pentacles sits in the potential outcome, Sagittarius. The Queen of Pentacles is potentially, what is it? Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. This is about materialism, elegance, and high expectations. And somebody here has some very high expectations because they feel like I feel like they have raised theirs, they're more quality, this person. Somebody's like more quality now. But right here, this talks about somebody wants to offer you this elegance. She's like a working housewife. Yeah, and not that many worked in those days. No, they stayed home and took care of the kids and and made dinner for their husbands, things like that. But this is about somebody who appreciates nice things. And this is the Queen of Pentacles appreciates all things tasteful and elegant and never hesitates to spend her hard-earned riches on earthly possessions. Yeah, so she's sharing this with her family here. Somebody really wants to share with you. That's what this is about. We're going to end this reading, Sagittarius. Get your psychic reading on. Yes, they're really cool. They're lots of fun, and they're very personal. Yes, they are. Thanks so much, you guys. Everything's in the description box below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell in order to get my notifications. Thanks so much, you guys, and happy Labor Day.